Jiggy Jag TV. You are
wicked
fucking
ways.
watching TV unless you're watching Jiggy Jag TV. It's
Shut
wicked
him out.
ways. Let's get it. Blue go.
Shout him out. YouTube.com/JiggyJagTV. Motherfucker, you know the deal. It's rhyme dot. Wicked ways. Back here on Jiggy Jag TV, also JiggyJagTV.com. I am Jim Freud, yes indeed, the master debater, the cunning linguist, the admiral of alliteration, and the social media journalist. I'm going to get the hell out of the way and let people with talent talk. So jump in there, introduce yourself, my man.
Hi, my name is Adeniyi. I'm a comedian out of Chicago, Illinois.
Now, just watched you do your performance here at the W.
Yeah.
Heck of a show, man. You kept them laughing. You kept them entertained.
Well, I guess that's what I'm paid to do. I don't know. It's I mean, we're here in Hutchinson, Kansas. It's a really fun crowd. I mean, most of the people don't look like me, but I mean, really, everybody's here to have fun. So it was a great show.
Yeah. I think we're gonna have to move over here because there's people coming in.
Watching, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag. You're watching Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag, Jiggy Jag.
Okay, so tell me about where you get the comedy bug from. When did you start telling jokes? When did you?
That's interesting. I started telling jokes pretty young. I mean, I've just been like always a sarcastic person and just loving to make fun of people. I remember I just learned this. My sister always used to be jealous of me. And my sister's a doctor, like I was saying earlier in the show, and my brother's an engineer, but they used to be jealous of me because what happened is, like, when family is over, everybody would laugh at me, you know, just me acting goofy or whatever. And then she's like, I want to be funny, but it was always kind of like a natural thing because not naturally just funny, but I just ran my mouth and just said whatever came to my brain, which is probably not always the good thing to do. Sometimes it gets punched in the face or a whooping at home. But I don't know. So that's how I always got started. I've only been doing comedy for about 3 years now, and the reason why I got started was actually an accident, almost, because what happened was my sister was in med school, and she wanted to go to Red Lobster, right? Which is interesting. And I was working at the time, and what happened is when we went to Red Lobster, she had begged me. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then she brought in her med school books. I'm like, well, whatever. I'm bringing my comedy books. And then she wanted to sit at this table because she thought this waiter was cute, but he was busy, so we sat at just a random table. And our waiter was a comedian, so that was pretty cool because, like, had no idea. But he saw my books. He's like, "You're a comic. How long you been doing comedy?" And I was just like, I just been like looking at it and writing. He's like, "You want to do a show?" And I'm like, "Okay." So my first time doing a show was not an open mic like most comics start. It's not just writing or hanging out with friends. It was actual, like, one-nighter show like the W. Yeah. And I was there with Andy Smith. So I opened up for Andy Smith of Last Comic Stand for my first time doing comedy.
Holy shit.
So that was pretty cool. So I've been addicted ever since. So.
Now, how do you deal with hecklers? I know you've got to, within your 3-year time, had the hecklers.
Yeah. Hecklers are not that smart.
Well, of course. Most of them are drunk.
Yeah, most of them are drunk, or high, or they think they're funnier than you.
Exactly.
So, like, even as a comic, if you're not doing well on stage, you're most likely 10 times more funny than any heckler in the crowd. So as far as a heckler, you just kind of like go with what they say and just call them stupid. And they really don't have anything to say, especially because you have a mic. And then, like, a lot of times, like, depending on, like, how the heckler wants to react, usually it's just like they'll say something and usually I just ignore it. But if they keep on coming, then I make them feel like probably really stupid and then just turn the audience on them. And it's funny because, like, even like if I'm in a show and like the audience they don't like me anymore, and the heckler starts heckling me, and I just flip it on and start making it about him, then all of a sudden they like me and hate him. So it's hecklers are pretty funny because they're dumb, but I don't.
They're funny because they're dumb.
They're funny because they're dumb.
That's great.
I don't know, like if you're a heckler, don't try to go up against a comic, because I mean, even if you don't think that comic's funny, he's still funnier than you. So
where do you get your I guess inspiration to write some of your material? Do you do everyday things? What, like you made a comment about the Ken Kennedy Freeway here in Hutch, and I lived here for 4 years, brother, and I still don't understand why it's a freeway. But is that what it is on the way to the gig? You come up with things, or is it? Well, you write the jokes down and then you test them in front of an audience.
Well, like just
without giving too many trade secrets away.
Yeah. Oh, don't. Okay. I don't have too many secrets. For the most part, all my material comes from like real life stuff.
Yeah.
Like I did a bit like just telling. I mean, a lot of it was true stories about like my auntie who actually came up. She actually did that whole book thing, and I just kind of went on, haywire, just running my mouth, and it became a joke. Or like with my girlfriend, the whole bad at cheating. What happens is I did some dumb stuff, and I got caught. So yeah, I mean, pretty much everything. 95 to 98% of my comedy is like real life stories, real life situations. Yeah. Like when my girlfriend fell off the raft, that actually happened. So like just real life situations. But like as far as like when I was on the Ken Kennedy Freeway, or like when I saw the Farm Credit Union, or like when I just took me about 3 minutes to drive through the whole city. Oh yeah. I for the most part, I like to really like bring it home when I do a show. And like I think a lot of comics do that. Like if you can bring something that everybody can see and know about, I just think that's funny. I mean, you can relate to everybody that's in the audience because they know exactly what you're talking about. They might not know anything about water rafting, like when I went out with my girlfriend, but they know about the highway, the Ken Kennedy Highway, which is not a highway, but that's what they call it. I don't know why, but yeah. So I just a couple observations I just think is funny, and then like when I was on stage, I just kind of just said what I thought about it, and they liked it, which I guess I was kind of lucky.
Well, a couple questions before I let you go. I appreciate you doing this.
Oh, no problem, man. Thanks for having me.
One, how can we find you on the internet? Social sites, all that, Twitter, all the mess.
Okay, I'm on Facebook. So, if you look up Facebook, you got to spell my name correctly. It's Sydney, like Sydney, Australia, Sydney. And my last name is A as in Apple, D as in David, E as in Edward, N as in Nancy, I. So it's pronounced Adeniyi.
How many comedy clubs and stuff screw up your name?
Pretty much everyone. So it makes it a little difficult.
There you go. And my final question: you did a bet about rap music, and we do a lot of stuff with the hip hop guys.
Okay.
I've always wondered, and maybe you can enlighten me on this. Why is it that when they do their shout outs, they always want the penal system to free certain people? They're like, free my DJ, Ronnie, or whatever. I'm like, what's going on here? Are the police just gonna go, you know something? That young African American gentleman, he's got a point.
Well,
let him go. What is the point?
You know what?
Because like I liked your bit about the rap music.
Okay.
About the I got my chain. Yeah.
I think it maybe just builds street cred. I know somebody in prison, like, which is stupid because like you're not in prison, obviously. You're making songs.
Yeah.
Which I think that's the funny thing about rap as well is a lot of these rappers, they say they're thugs and gangsters. They might smoke weed or do some illegal stuff, but for the most part, they're singing. Like, they're in the studio singing and making a song to a beat. Like, gangsters don't get down and sing. Like, a lot of times they have, like, dances. They're like, teach me how to Doug. It's like, that's not gangster. You don't do that in a gang fight. You don't, like, just start dancing. Like
the Thriller video.
Yeah, like, they're like this, I'm bad. I'm like, no, you're not. You're dancing in unison with a bunch of other guys. That's not bad. That's gay. Well, I appreciate you doing this, brother. Thanks for having me, man. Let's go watch more here on Jiggy Jag TV.
From Fred Phelps to the Kinsey Six, from Glenn Miller to 2 Live Crew, and everyone in between. We do them all. We are K-Jag Radio and Jiggy Jag TV.